Guys? My name's Cody Melton, and enough about me. I just want to say I'm here to offer you all a bunch of value, show you how to start this on a slim budget. The intro was different, but we had some technical difficulties. I'm going to show you how to get this thing up and going. Maybe we can partner, but more than anything, I wish you success and luck. It's a tough business. My name's Cody Melton. I've been at this about a little over a year. Within 3 months, I tripled my nursing income, which helped propel me to other opportunities, such as starting my own virtual contact center with cold callers for real estate service businesses. We have virtual receptionists. They boost sales, boost appointments. They do everything. We got acquisitions, VAs, the whole 9 yards. But yeah, I'm proud of it all. I'm here to make a change, help a bunch of people, and see what we can do. If y'all are ready to make some money and learn, hopefully I can add some value. Let's do this. All right, next, I want to talk to you about mindset because it's key, it's crucial. You got to keep motivation up when you're doing this because you're going to take a pounding, especially at first when you're learning your way and learning the ropes. You got to sound confident. If you don't sound confident, people pick up on that. People pick up on your body language through the phone. But as far as mindset goes, you got to stay motivated. Family. What are you doing it for? I'm doing it for family. Free time with family, to be precise, and financial freedom. And you should be doing the same things, at least as far as financial freedom. Resilience, same thing I was saying, you gotta have that, especially talking to people. You're gonna take a lot of no's, but the more no's you get, the more yeses you're gonna get. Hard work and determination, that's gonna come with anything that you want. Put your mind to it, wait it out. When most people say this ain't working, I gotta figure out something new, that's when you gotta work the hardest. Stick to it, and you're gonna see results. They're right around the corner. Next, we're gonna talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that's acquisitions. This is what you mainly focus on a lot in the beginning because you want properties. If you don't have properties and you have no assets to offer a buyer, then you have no value. The markets. I like to use list source to check for markets. I know some of the lists are expensive, but what I do is I use a few different filters to go in there and choose the property type. I choose the location. I choose to sort it by the last market sale date. I go like I'm gonna purchase the list, but then I go to purchase partial list. And I never purchase anything, but then I sort it by zip code. And then you can tell from each zip code which one's the hottest. Then you go and verify that on something like Zillow or PropStream or something like that. I use those too. That's just me. Yeah. You want to go by populations, I would say stick around, start at least around 100,000 population, medium income of at least 45,000, and have enough activity in the market to make it worth your while. Another place that people don't consider finding properties are code violations, disasters, and bail bondsmen. So when people get bailed out and they skip bail, sometimes houses get liens put on them and they don't return to get them. Check in with local bail bondsmen and keep a relationship going, and you can come up on some sweet deals. You didn't think about that, did you? Now, of course, you got probates, you got delinquent tax lists, and you can get those at your courthouse, and sometimes you can manage to find a way to get them online. When you're searching for properties with houses and land, I try to at least stick 8 years or more, or 10 years or more, and according to how big the list size is and what I have to work with, I may even go higher than that, because the older or the longer that they've had the property, the more chances they'll probably sell it, right? Or the more chance that they've probably had some sort of distressing situation, right? But you want to contact these people. Now, at least 10 years, we'll say. Then I like to target out-of-state owners. Then I like to target, which some people say absentee owners, then either vacant or delinquent tax or a lien or something like that. Now, if you're running into a lot of experienced investors or giving you a run around and messing with you, limit your property, the amount of properties that the owner owns, to like 6 to 10. I know prop streams and batch leads and all these softwares are really similar. So just put your filters in that way, and you can narrow out a lot of unnecessary reach out and save yourself a lot of money. Now, if there's not enough out of state, you can move it to out of county. But with local, you're going to burn a lot of money. It's best to just do your own local market on foot. Guerrilla marketing. Everybody knows guerrilla marketing, from sticking notes on the door, driving for dollars, looking for, distressed properties. Everybody knows that's guerrilla marketing. Flyers, bandit signs, all that. That's guerrilla marketing. You can do that fairly cheap. A few bucks for a sign, or a few bucks for some cardboard signs, a marker, draw it on there. It's good enough. All it's going to take is one deal, and you got a lot of money to play with. Outreach. Cold versus warm. Cold is when you first meet somebody that haven't been talked to. Warm is when they've been warmed up a little bit. Best strategies are to keep it simple. Be honest. Don't call up and say, I'm a wholesaler, I've been a wholesaler for 10 years, I've done 100 deals, da, da, da. They don't care. They don't care. So save all that and all those pleasantries. Be polite, professional, and say, hey, can I make an offer on your property? Then, when you go to make an offer, don't say you're going to crunch the numbers. Say your partner's going to crunch the numbers. Always make your partner the bad guy. That way you don't break rapport with your seller. This has been a quick wrap up on acquisitions. So how many offers do you need to make to get one solid contract? With a solid sales process, every 22 to 28 offers, you should get a deal. All right? Never seem desperate. With land, I find an advantage at offering first, but also acting like, I could walk away. You're probably starting with just one person, and that's you. And that's okay. It's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of 14-hour days, but it's going to pay off in the end. Luckily, there are some alternatives that won't break the bank. You can get virtual assistants for minimum wage, college educated, that perform, quite frankly, better than a lot of American employees, especially for that pay rate. You don't have to worry about them learning your business and taking your secrets elsewhere. And you don't have to worry about hiring and firing, because we'll do that. You can find it here. But remember, if a seller's consistently wishy-washy and giving you trouble, they won't let you view the house, they won't answer questions, you don't want to work with them anyways. Because if they're a hassle now, it's only going to get worse, and that has happened 10 times out of 10 times, I promise. So in acquisitions, you got to build a pipeline. You can't just wake up every now and then and say, I'm going to look for a few properties and think you're going to create a business. You're going to need to create your pipeline and load it on the front. Don't rely on one method. Don't rely on just cold calling. Don't rely on just texting or direct mail or driving for dollars or bandit signs. You need a combination, and it creates a flow that by 90 days, man, it's rocking and rolling. Stick with it. Be patient. I use PropStream for my lead generation. VAs for my cold calling, and REI reply for my SMS blast. Those are what I learned, those are what I stuck with, and when I ventured out, I just didn't care for them too much. It's just my opinion, this is how I did it, and I'm not saying this is how you have to do it, but I know this works. Okay, now, I got a really good question for you. What are leads? The other day I asked a guy, what are leads? He said, somebody who have their phone number, their phone number. Well, what if you have their email address? Well, that's a lead too. Well, what if you have their mailing address? That's a lead too. A lead is anybody you have contact. A lead is anybody you can reach out to and contact. But you're not really just wanting leads. You're wanting engaged leads. That's the key. It's a world of difference, cold and warm. Now, when you're managing leads, your two main things you need to do is focus on rapport. Build rapport. You have 4 seconds to make that person like you on the phone. They make a decision within 4 seconds, whether you know it or not, in their subconscious. They already know if they're going to sell to you that day or not. If they don't, keep the rapport. Say, let me know if anything changes. Let me know if you change your mind. Let me know if you have trouble selling it, and I'll see what I can do. Are you sure? I can close on this thing pretty quickly. Also, follow-ups. With a consistent sales machine, 75% of your deals will come from the follow-up. Follow-up, follow-up, follow-up. Money's in the follow-up. When you're within 10K, follow up weekly. Follow up weekly. And don't just reach out and say, hey, you ready to negotiate? Hey, you want to come down on your price? Drive by the property or have somebody drive by the property. Take a picture. Send it to them. Hey, Mr. Seller, I've been keeping an eye on your property. I picked up some trash that was near the road. I just wanted to let you know I'm keeping up with it. How are things been? And then go from there. It's not sales centric, it's problem centric. Always, 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 always do your due diligence. If you come across a piece of land that is landlocked, I always skip it. Now there are some people who go buy these landlocked little squares way out in the desert for $500, and then they go sell them for seller financing for $2,000 on payments. No interest. It's just not really my model. Some even call it mailbox money. To me, I call it slow money, and I don't really like slow money. But it's crucial in your deal to do due diligence and make accurate comps. That's where most wholesalers, so-called wholesalers, mess up. They don't know what a deal looks like. They're usually $20,000 over, and then by the time they have their fee, they're way out of the ballpark. Guys, just because it's tore up to the ground doesn't mean it's a deal. Are you looking for distressed properties or distressed sellers? There's a difference. Big difference. And when you realize it, the whole game will change. Comps. Try to stay within 10 years on either side. Try to stay within a certain amount of square feet of the house on each side, 15%, give or take. With land, same on the square footage, give or take 15% or so. I break land down into segments like quarter acre to acre, 1 acre to 2 acres, 2 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 50, 50 and up, and have different price points for each. I actually have a comp sheet that I made that has formulas built into it already. You just plug it and go. It makes it super easy for me. It took me a while to build that. Just DM me if you ever want to take a look at it. A big thing also is going to be no flood zones for land. And if you really want to make sure you can get rid of this land, get road frontage. Have power right there within reach or on the property. Sewer, a septic tank, or be able to perk test for a septic tank. And then water. So if you're nowhere within reach of that, or you're an hour outside of town, you're selling to a very slim type of audience. As far as houses, it matters what year. You need similar sizes. If you have a single family, 1-story, 2-bedroom home, don't go find a 2-story, 4-bedroom home to try and comp it with when you go to your cash buyer. Don't do that. Never rely on one source. I use Zillow, Redfin, PropStream, all of those together to try to get my comp, and divide it down by square footage. So whenever you're calling, cold calling, introduce yourself as a potential cash buyer, or just say you're looking for 1 or 2 more properties. You and your builder are looking for 1 or 2 more properties. But don't say I'm a wholesaler. Don't say I'm an investor, because a lot of people just get turned off by it, okay? Inbound leads, people that call you, close 60 to 70%. The chance of closing on first call, I put 10%, but it's really more like 3%. Can be 10%. The secret weapon is always going to be follow-up. Follow-up calls. By the second call, you're at 30%. Then 50 by the third, and 60 and 70 by the fourth. It just gets warmer and warmer once you build what? Rapport. Never break rapport. An infill lot is a lot 1 or 2 sections away from a house that's already on a lot. That means electricity can be pulled right there. Usually infrastructure, sewer, and all that's already in place. And that's called an infill lot. And you want to sell those mainly to builders. You can wholesale anywhere, by the way. Anywhere in the U.S. and even internationally. Mexico and the Philippines being hot places. Especially when you have one system that can reach out by text or by email or by calling, whichever you want to do. My favorite that I've used since the beginning, with land especially, to send 500 texts a day and field them and the CRM is REI Reply. It's so inexpensive for everything that you get. So I've stuck with that one. I don't veer too much from that. I put my link down here. If you want to get it, get a little free trial or discount, just check it out. Place to dispose your property. You should always be reaching out to cash buyers, whether it be automated email, cold callers, text, whatever. Just ask them for their email. Always capture the email, add them to your cash buyers list, and update them when you get a property. And here's where people mess up. They put the address, the specific address in the email and send it to everybody. Horrible idea. You want to get hand raisers, you want to get interaction, because why? Rapport and building relationships, because that's what's going to get you business. Speed, money loves speed. Get your ducks in a row, or better yet, have your documents in a row, especially dealing with your cash buyers. Investors are short on time, they're busy people. Know your stuff, speak confidently. Never pretend you're the owner of a property when you're not the owner. So many wholesalers giving wholesaling a bad name, getting laws passed because they want to just go tell people they own the property instead of just admitting it's an assignment. Okay, I mean it's not right. It's kind of illegal. It is illegal. So follow the rules. Always follow the rules. It's going to come back if not. This is some info on Zillow. It's more than just viewing your home and seeing how much your home's worth, and that you can use it for comps. It's not the Bible. It's actually just a roundabout number. This estimate is a roundabout number. That's why you want to use multiple sources. You want to break it down to square footage and do your math. You can catch buyers on here. I use cash buyers. I get cash buyers from PropStream. I skip trace and can find them on Skipify. Realtors are always great sources, of course, and even title companies sometimes. When you go to filters on PropStream, it only takes a few seconds. You just go to quick list, hit cash buyers, it populates. You can add a few things like maybe you want just from the last year. Download, skip trace on direct skip or Skipify, and start reaching out. Boom. Hey, I got this property, man. They got a deal. Do you want it? Obviously, takes care of it in seconds. So, if you also need help with land, realtors are going to be an awesome resource. So make sure to check out the realtors. Oh, by the way, you can get a discount over at PropStream, a little free trial. If you check out my link right there, it's awesome software. I stand by it. Do not, though, don't skip trace with it. It's not the best. It's pretty good, but average. So direct skip, Skipify, that's going to be the place to get the best skip traces. By the way, there are many exits from a property. Wholesaling isn't the only one, and you can expand your tools and weapons by knowing novations and how to wholesale, lease agreements, lot subordinations, lot splits, creative financing. Matter of fact, at the end of this course, I got a special surprise for you involving administrative lot splits, which is where you can take a bigger lot or a house with a larger lot, get it split at the administrative level, and sell each with get a new parcel number made, sell each for whatever price and make double the profit, or keep one. Closing should be your favorite part, should be your favorite word. Title companies, find one that's wholesale friendly, make your life easy. If they're not, you don't want to spend too much time educating people, so just find a new one. Unless you're in a little small town, then just call a different place. Everything's remote now. Agents. I'm sorry, agents, but I try my best not to involve them in my deals unless they're very investor friendly, because some don't know that they can legally wholesale. Their broker is the one that says they can't wholesale. So they're scared they're going to get fired or lose their license or more. I understand. Okay. But sometimes you'll have closings with realtors and they're great at what they do and they can be utilized properly. So what's next? You're at title search, then you got closing. Some dates, milestones. When complications arise, title problems, you'll see those. They're going to come up. It's part of the business. It's inevitable. Just, you're a problem solver. That's why the paydays are large. Do what you got to do and solve them. Call courthouses. Call relatives. Find birth certificates. Find death certificates. Whatever you got to do. EMD money, for a while now. I have put $0 down on EMD. Actually, I've never sent $1 for EMD money. You could put $500. Then all of a sudden the seller wants 1,000. You can put 2,000. Then they want 5,000. So I'm tired of that. Tired of wasting time. We don't offer it. Deal or no deal. You'll also be in charge of solving problems between parties and sending messages and solving issues between parties. And there's a lot of difficult conversations, so be prepared. If your title company isn't responsive and they can't close in 14 days when needed, not every time, when needed, just pass. Go to a different one. Good luck. This was the mini course. I hope you're able to get off the ground and get started. If you put everything I told you right here into place, which will take a second, take a week or two, 3 maybe, you'll have your first deal in 30 days. You don't need an LLC to get started right away. You don't need an LLC to hop on Zillow at the for sale by owners. You don't have to have a license or wait or have money to go look around your local area for distressed properties and listen for distressed owners. Sadly, it all revolves around death, disease, disaster, and divorces. Look for the 4 Ds. So look for that. Put the word out there. Post it on your Facebook. Let people know what you're doing. Word gets out. And there's a lot of ways you can get referrals. Like speaking of referrals, if you want, you can hop on. I'll give you 70% off of the cold callers to get you started. It's like having a week free almost. It's gotta grab that, man. That waive the placement fee for you. That's a few $100. And anybody needs help, if you need special help to get going, I'll coach you. It's just a 3-month package. I'm doing 75% off just for these 10 people to get going. And the deadline's Monday. That's when the new cohort starts. And we're ready to make money. Whoever joins this coaching program and gets into the mastermind will get exclusive access to my cash buyers list. So if you acquire a deal and you want a JV and you want to get it closed fast, we can JV together. But it's only exclusive to the members. We'll call it the Lion's Pride. And so if you talk to we have my builder's buy box, and you find lots in that buy box. Say if he has it, he's paying $25,000. You lock it up for $15,000. We go dispo it to him and split it $5,000, $5,000. What could you do with $5,000 today? That would pay for 2 of those. So let's do it. I'll hold your hand. We'll go do it. We'll make some money. Wait, before you go, I got more free stuff. Here's my purchase agreement, the assignment contract, the administrative lot split, and my land spend tax. This is thousands and thousands of dollars, hours and hours of research, tons of effort, all gathered into one little piece for you, and it's no charge. Take it as you please. Most are copies. Just copy them and paste them into your own version. Save, and then you can go edit elsewhere as you please. That's it. That was it. Thanks for tuning in and joining me here in the mini course. I hope we can work together. I want to see everybody win. I'm creating a Facebook mastermind group. Or some sort of subscription-based group, because I want everybody that's in this group to be invested and be serious. We don't want just anybody in the group. We want high-level performers who are dedicated, and we want this tight network of winners, no complainers, no losers, and we're going to partner off of each other, partner off of my cash buyers, and we're going to make money. Let's do it. Hope to see you out there. Call me. You can hit me up on my line, my email. Anytime, you know where to find me. RapidReachSolutions.com. Cody Melton.